The Fantasy Football Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is presented by WynnBET. WynnBET is now live in Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Tennessee, and Virginia. From boosted same-game parlays to live in-game odds, WynnBET has what you need to win. Sign up today and bet $100 and get $100 at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBET. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. State restrictions apply. We're also brought to you by the College Basketball Experience. March Madness is heating up, and you need to subscribe to the College Basketball Experience. It's awesome, baby. And welcome into the Fantasy Football Podcast presented by the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I'm your host, Justin Bruni. Joining me, as always, is Mr. Andrew TD King. Rob, how we doing, sir?
Doing great, man. It's always a good time when we get to start off the week with a new underdog contest, the rookies and sophomores, and then get to jump into a big board in the evening, man. So, fantastic Monday.
Rookies and sophomores 4-player draft. Getting after it. That's getting full degen for sure. I'm loving it, Underdog. Definitely giving us a lot of different options here. I'm going to wait a little bit to dip my toes into that water. I've been racking up the big board drafts. I'm going to wait a little bit for the 4-man drafts to come in. That's getting hot and heavy. Plus the price is a little bit smaller too, but definitely a lower buy-in rate, right?
It's still $10, but
Ouch.
there's less people in it. It's 11,000 people that'll be in it. $20,000 top prize. So yeah, the payout structure is not great for this one, but the rookies and sophomores is always fun, especially now. Right now, you can take advantage of the 80s Ps not being set for the rookies. So it's a nice way to be able to get in there and potentially win 20 grand right out of the gate. So I mean, it's not bad, man.
4-player lottery ticket. I don't hate it. It sounds closer to like a Super Bowl type of game, but obviously it's still going to be season long. But only having the field of sophomores and rookies will make it very interesting for sure.
Yeah, I've done two. I did two of those earlier, and they're definitely interesting. One note on those: if you don't grab a quarterback early, you really are diving deep into the quarterback pool there. So just FYI for everybody.
Okay. I didn't realize that they offered quarterbacks on there. I thought it was just position players. So that's even more interesting. I thought it was just, receivers, running backs, and tight ends. And I thought that would have been like, that's a pretty interesting format. Adding quarterbacks to it, I mean, you have to nail that one. I mean, you're just going to have to nail, sophomore or rookie. All right. Let's peek our head here into the big board, see how the draft is looking. Don't want to get
you want to pull up the screen?
Pants down. Yeah, let me get it pulled up here. Try to zoom in. You can see when I am hitting enter at least. So here I go. 1, 2, and 3. Allow. Please go back. Allow. Please go. I hate when they do this. 4 of 12 filled. So go ahead and jump in.
Yep. Go ahead, everybody.
6 of 12 filled. Yeah, it always drives me nuts when they do that. You're all set? Yep, we got Dylan in the chat here. Thought for sure Andrew would say it's a great Monday. Wentz got released today. Well, that was written on the wall there for a while.
Yeah, I'm glad he went away from the team. Actually, no, it's really good for the team. They also released Bobby McCain, so they freed up about $30 million cap space. So that should be able to lend them to be able to re-sign Deron Payne. So yeah, great Monday. Good take there, Dylan.
I was thinking that he was going to get tagged to Mr. Payne.
He might still, but I mean, honestly, with this much space now on the cap, they might just go ahead and just re-sign him, which is what I want them to do. So hopefully they can work out a nice 4 to 5 year deal with him.
There you go. What type of pick are you looking to get here? I know you've been saying you've been picking at the back end.
Yeah, I'd like a top 3 pick personally. But yeah, I usually end up somewhere between 7 and 10.
I've been getting a fair amount of Justin Jefferson. I actually got him at 3 one time.
All right, still got 4 more to start. If you are watching live, feel free to jump in. 4 more to start. The big board, not to be confused with the big board, but little.
Looking at any other recent news here that we might want to cover. Ooh, Clyde Edwards-Helaire declining the 5th-year option.
Yeah.
Maybe don't take that shot at the back end of the draft.
No, we kind of knew that was going to happen, though, right? I mean, they're probably not going to, we knew that they probably weren't going to re-sign him. So,
all right, where are we at here?
2 more to start.
2 more to start. 2 more to start. Any particular players that you haven't gotten a lot of shares of that you'd like to maybe target in this draft?
I mean, I haven't gotten any of the JJ. I do have one Chase, I believe, and one McCaffrey. Okay. But yeah, I mean, not really, man. I just like to let the draft fall to me. We'll kind of see where the first couple of rounds, how they play out, whether it's a avalanche of wide receivers or running backs, and kind of go from there. But I have found that a majority of the running backs tend to slip, so it makes me want to draft wide receiver a little earlier.
Yeah, my past handful of drafts have been pretty wide receiver heavy. There was even one where I did like all rookie running backs and really didn't look that bad at the end of it.
Got one more to start here.
Very good. We'll get our draft order. Go fill the last spot for us.
There.
While we wait for this really quick, I'm just going to go ahead and just pay another quick bill, and we'll get this out of the way now. WynnBET is the official online sportsbook of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. WynnBET is active in a bunch of states, and there are tons of ways to win, including live betting and same-game parlays, a.k.a. WynnBET's Build Your Own Bet. March Madness is almost here. Plus, there are plenty of ways to win, including NBA, NHL, and XFL action. Sign up today to receive a special offer. Bet 100, win 100. This is limited to state availability. And of course, for our DGens, if you hit the biggest long shot parlay of the week, you'll get $1,000 free credit. There's so much to choose from, and all you have to do is head over to sportsgamblingpodcastnetwork.com/wynnbet. So they know that we sent you. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at wynnbet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WynnBET is available. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-800-522-4700.
Also, we have the SGPN merch store. Continues to add new items to the store every single day. Head over to store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com to get your favorite shirts, hats, sweats, and hoodies. Obviously, they also have a bunch of accessories, mugs, backpack. They got, if you want one of these posters back here, they have Kramer's face on it. It's actually a gaming mouse pad, so it's a pretty large mouse pad for your desk as well. So head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/store and let us know if you buy something in there. There could potentially be some sort of contest around that in the future.
Tell them that we sent you. Tell them that Andrew and Justin sent you. Did we get the 6th and 7th picks last time?
No, I don't think so. But we do have some familiar faces in here. I know Jiggly Rolls, friend of the podcast. Tristan's Best Balls, friend of the podcast. Obviously, you and I. We got my buddy P-Bren in the 9 spot. Shout out, Pat. Dylan is in the 10 spot, and following up with Team Ramrod, who was Ginder at the 12 spot. So we got
Ramrod.
A friends and family draft here.
Yeah, they're going to know all my picks. I don't like it. CMC at number 1. No, I was going to say right before you mentioned that, a lot of familiar names and faces in the draft. I'm loving it.
Oh yeah.
Just don't over-snipe me. Don't take all my picks. Let me get another Deontay Johnson share. All right, so we got CMC, Justin Jefferson with the auto pick. Got Cheeky Hobson on the clock here.
You guys can feel free to put any questions or start any conversations in the chat as well. We'd love to hear your takes on any players.
I bet he does take Adam Thielen again. I'm surprised he's not wearing his Adam Thielen jersey tonight. We got another clock out. Jamar Chase off the clock at the zeros. Do we know Jiggly Rolls?
Yeah, he's a friend of the program.
Right on. Tyreek Hill. Okay. I see someone starting their stack early. Tristan best balls. We got Cooper Kupp off the board. Travis Kelce. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to let you get Mahomes. I know what you're doing. I've seen this play. Man, you know what? A lot of my teams last year, at least the most successful ones, Austin Eckler was a part of. Let's ride. Let's go. Austin Eckler and Josh Jacobs drafts. Those were money.
Yeah. I do feel like Kelsey's going a little early, but I mean, again, like
I've seen him go earlier.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But he's definitely, can finish as a top 12 wide receiver in points. So, I mean, it's okay taking him there, but it just feels gross taking a tight end so early.
He's going to be a top 5 tight end if healthy. So you're good.
Yeah. Jiggly rolls is Fanger Banger. great username.
What's that now? Oh, Fanger Banger.
Yeah, Fanger Banger.
Yo, what's up, dude? Yo. All right, we got Bijan Robinson, Stephon Diggs off the board after me. Then we went A.J. Brown, another stack development. Ramrod's going to take Hurts and Mahomes. Screw you guys and your stacks. These are my quarterbacks. All right, we got our culprit with Amon Ra. Wow, Amon Ra. That's early, I feel like, for Amon Ra.
Yeah,
let's see who he takes with his second pick. I love the Ramrod stack there of Devontae Adams and CeeDee Lamb back to back. I mean,
that's good stack.
Team stack, but that's great.
Yeah, Dilly is an Eagles fan, so that AJ Brown pick does not surprise me.
How many first round picks is Jalen Hurts worth, Dilly? I just traded for Jalen Hurts for three first round draft picks, 2 seconds, and 2/3.
Oh, he's gonna say that was terrible.
It received polarizing feedback on the Twitter machine. There goes Dilly.
Yep, there you go with the stack. I like it.
Respect. I'll let you have Mahomes if he falls to you.
Let's see what Pat does here. Oh man, come on, Pat. Damn.
Come on, Pat. I was all like, "Oh, you can have him," like here you go.
Oh man,
but
sniped by a good buddy. Yikes. It hurts.
I mean, that's what fantasy football is, brother. That's what football is. This next guy I'm going to be pretty happy about too. And this is pretty opposite of what my recent drafts have been. So at least what I'm feeling at my next pick here. Yep. He went Jonathan Taylor. I'm going Mr. Saquon Barkley.
Oh, damn. I was really hoping you weren't going to take Barkley. Rough.
Feeling pretty good about my start here with Mr. Eckler and Mr. Barkley. Feeling pretty good. Haven't started off RB in some time. So changing it up a bit. I like it. I'm going to see if I can.
I'm going to take Garrett Wilson. I haven't really taken a lot of Garrett Wilson at all.
Damn.
If you look at the stats on him, man, like everything points for his needle continuing to go up. So, I mean, I can't say I love Garrett Wilson. I don't love the situation unknown on the quarterback, but I mean, he's a damn good wide receiver.
Hey, he's good, but that feels early, brother. That feels early.
It does, man. Maybe I'll just title this one early. Kelsey early. Wilson early.
That's just boohickey. You just got robbed on the Mahomes pick.
Dylan says not enough first round picks in the world for Jalen Hurts.
That was a sentiment shared by some on the Twitter machine as well. That was definitely some feedback that I had received. Others were just like, yeah, that's, a lot of picks. And I think it's just really different from like everybody's like dynasty experience. Like in my leagues, like that's the going rate for top QB is at least 3 first round picks to get you in the door. Everything else is going to be extra for sure. But I shared a trade that I had done to acquire Patrick Mahomes, where it was ridiculous. In comparison, I had stolen Patrick Mahomes, in terms of the criteria that I was getting back for Jalen Hurts. So got to take the good with the bad here. We are approaching round 3. Do you want to give a recap so far of the first couple of rounds?
Yeah, definitely. Let's go here. So for the people who are listening and not watching, we had from the top, CMC, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Austin Eckler, Bijan Robinson, Steph Diggs, AJ Brown, Amon St. Brown, and Devontae Adams to round out the top. Round 1. Round 2, CeeDee Lamb. God, I hate when it does that. It keeps going backwards for me. CeeDee Lamb, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins, Devontae Smith, Derrick Henry, Jalen Waddle, and Nick Chubb to round out the second round, starting with Mark Andrews in round 3.
Awesome. Very good recap. You are up in a couple of picks. Don't want you to miss.
Got it.
Yeah, I drafted Barkley this round, and he is actually my 3rd highest exposed running back right now. So another solid share of the big man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get hurt, please.
You want to pull up that question by Kevin Valentine? Are we being trolled? Who is DeGoat Tungsten?
Let's see. As of right now, would you rather have Olave in the 9th or DeGoat Tugson in the 14th for them brownies? It's full point PPR. I don't know. DeGoat Tugson. Maybe you could hit up the Google machine. Is that a Amari Cooper reference? Is that a David Njoku reference?
I don't know. I'm gonna look.
What do I want to do with this pick?
Is he a head wrestling coach?
I just don't rightly know.
That came up.
I'm gonna go with Travis Etienne, someone else I really like a lot. I should have grabbed a receiver there, but I really like Etienne. Loading up on RBs. Let's go. Let's ride.
I do worry that the Jags are going to draft somebody. This is a good running back class, and again, they didn't draft Etienne.
They just extended Jermichael Hasty, I believe.
Okay. I mean, Jermichael Hasty's no like head turner by any means.
Don't extend him though. Don't do it. Why are you doing that? I have someone in particular that I'm looking to get on the back end around here. I don't want to say it because I don't trust Ramrod.
Yeah, he is the guy that'll take some picks that you talk about.
That's my guy. That's my guy. Can't let Goose have all the picks.
Oh man, yeah, you remembered. So what do we think about quarterbacks
in the chat? I'm guessing that he.
Oh damn!
I'm guessing that he just hopped in a draft or something. I'll talk about quarterbacks after Ramrod's picks.
Okay. So I just like I'm toying with, in these drafts, do you just suck it up and take one of the better quarterbacks early? Do you wait and just take up 2 or 3 of them towards the end, towards the middle? There's definitely a time when the tiers really fall off.
Right. I am going to be taking a quarterback. Fields just went off the board to Ramrod, so I was assuming that something was going to happen there. I don't think he'll take another quarterback right now, so I'll go ahead and fess up.
Oh, he's taking another quarterback right here.
Don't you do it?
Oh,
Christian Watson. Interesting build, Ramrod. What do you got? What do you got here? Let me take a peek at the Ramrod here. We got some Justin Fields, some Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, and Christian Watson. Okay. I like it. It's opposite of my build. I'm about to go QB in the very similar spot, same round, and I've got 3 running backs. He's got three receivers. I'm going Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence here. I'm thinking that I'm going to be able to get Herbert. I'm just when I'm looking at the quarterback situation, I'm seeing if how it can work to be stacked with other players on my roster, right? So just playing out the first couple of picks and then going from there. The only way where I'm really like targeting a QB, I showed that with you guys in that draft with Kramer and Sean. I went after Patrick Mahomes early because I was, I wanted AJ Brown, but I didn't want to waste an AJ Brown draft where I couldn't also get him with Jalen Hurts.
Gotcha. Now I've drafted with Pat here, P. Bren, couple times, and I have a feeling he's going to take a wide receiver.
Yep.
And there we go.
I am definitely going to be on the discount wide receiver train this go around, so no worries there. Maybe grab some rookies as well. Some wild cards. some positive ROI wild cards. Got Jacker on the clock here. Let's see who he has. Jacker. No really stacking picks here. Maybe he goes Lamar. Nope, Najee Harris. I am going to go with Justin Herbert. Here we go. So I've got Herbert, Eckler, Barkley, and ETN. If I had missed out on Herbert there, I would have gone Lawrence, and I still would have, stacked up with my running back and quarterback.
Yep. Oh, man. See, this is my internal dilemma is, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to take Lamar Jackson. I don't like a lot of the quarterbacks. I was considering trying to take Kirk and then waiting for Lawrence, but I'm not sure Lawrence is going to make it back. So
I doubt that T-Law makes it back yet. It seems like there's been a little bit of a run here, and there are still a few teams without a quarterback. I have done a few Trevor Lawrence and Jacksonville Jaguars builds with the stacks. I've been able to get, T-Law, ETN, Kirk, and Ingram on a roster. It's not a very hard ask. You just need a few guys to fall in place. Trevor Lawrence is one of them for me. I think that he's probably going to be coming off the board.
There he goes.
Here. Yep, there you go.
That's what I was worried about. So I don't want to get into that.
I like it. I've done the same type of build with Kirk Cousins before too. You and I have talked about that one.
Yeah. Since we have a little bit of time in between our picks here, let's just review some of the people's teams, see how we like them. So let's go to Jiggly Rolls here. He has Trevor Lawrence, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Smith, Chris Olave. 1 out of 10. How you like that? No stacks, but
yeah, that's
pretty solid wide receiver start.
Oh yeah, no. Good group. I would say give it a 6.5 because I'd like to see some sort of stacking.
Okay. Tristan's best balls. He went Breece Hall, Cooper Kupp, T. Higgins, and TJ Hawkinson.
Draft Kirk Cousins, solid 7.
7, okay. Let's see here. Let's go back to P. Bren. So obviously Patrick Mahomes, and then Diggs, Debo Samuel, and Hopkins.
Yeah, money, cash
money.
An 8 for sure.
8. Oh boy,
maybe we'll give it an 8. We'll give it an 8.
Okay,
we're getting better.
Let's see here. Who do we got? Let's do Dilly, Hurts, Jacobs, AJ Brown, Mike Williams.
Hurts, Jacobs, Mike Williams, and who? You're about to be on the clock.
AJ Brown.
That's pretty good. Well, yeah. Give it the same thing, 8.
Okay, and then last we got Team Ramrod, Justin Fields, Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, Christian Watson.
Go with another 8. I just really like the receivers a lot.
Okay.
I liked his first 2 picks a lot, and I'm a Bears fan, so it's just homer pick there. You are on the clock.
Yes, I am.
Should I take another running back? Fuck it.
You know what? Just in case Lamar Jackson goes to the Falcons, let's take some Drake London.
Okay. I like
just
that.
In case.
I like that. Let's see. Go with Chris Godwin. Needed a receiver. Chris Godwin's quarterback proof. Whether they get Wentz, whether they ride with Trask, he should be fine.
I think we hit everybody in. That's part of the friends and family draft here. Yep. I think at the end we should review everyone's team and just give a grade based off of everyone's based off of stacking, value, all that.
Sounds good to me, sir. I'm going to be coming back around here. Where am I at? 9 picks away.
Ooh, is Pat going to take my boy Scary Terry?
What I like is that Ramrod is taking his receivers. So if he goes back-to-back receivers right here, I mean, just you don't have to be a complete dickhead, Ramrod. Just saying. Who is your most exposed tight end? You drafted Kelsey, but who is your most exposed tight end right now?
I'll tell you in a second. Let's pull it up here. My most exposed. Oh, man. Isaiah Likely.
Interesting. He's actually in my top 5. He is number 1, 2. He's number 4 for me. Interesting.
It's tied for me. 30% drafted Isaiah Likely and Noah Fant, followed by your boy Cole Kmet.
Jury's out on that.
As you can tell, I usually wait.
Jury's out on that. My top 3 are Gerald Everett, Dalton Schultz, and TJ Hawkinson.
Okay.
But I have a lot of diversifying at that position. Like Gerald Everett is at $60 out of 150 so far, and Dalton Schultz is at 40, and then the rest are 30 or lower.
Mm-hmm.
Ramrod's on the clock. He just took Terry, you bastard, Ramrod.
Ooh,
you bastard, taking my picks.
Oh, while we were talking, Dilly over there taking another stack for the Eagles and grabbed Dallas Goedert.
I love it. That's a great pick. That's a great pick. You just got to know, like, especially in an offense like that, like, they're going to blow up. Like, there's going to be big weeks.
Yep.
And plus, you also get to account for injuries as well. What's that?
Yeah. I was going to say, it's a good thing we've been doing these wide receiver ADP previews here, because now I feel a little bit more confident in some of these wide receivers that we're talking through. So, for anybody who's missed those, go back, watch. We've been reviewing, what are we up through? The top 75 wide receivers?
Yeah. We're going up to 74, 75.
Ooh, also, if you're watching and you're not already subscribed, please do so. Hit the bell so you can be notified when we go live, and give us a like and a comment if you would.
Rookie receiver, give me some J. Smith and Jigba.
Thank God. I'm going to go ahead and take Kyle Pitts again, leaning into Lamar Jackson potentially moves to Atlanta.
All right. I almost went Mike Evans there. I was pondering in my head. I was like, man, do I want to get a Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Kyle Trask build going on here?
Mm-hmm.
I decided against it.
So how do you like my Kelsey Pitts? Is that too rich in the tight end streets already?
I don't have a tight end yet. I'd like to have either of those guys. No, I needed a receiver.
I don't think I'm going to take another tight end. Pretty sure I'll just stick with those two. No need.
I think you'd be fine. Yeah, I think you'd be fine. I'm going to be playing the late tight end market. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That is for sure. I am 8 picks away. I hope someone gets aggressive with Smith and Jigba there. Brings them up the board. Still tough to say 2 months out. That's for sure.
Yeah.
What pick did I want to ask you about? Isaiah Pacheco, your boy P. Bren. A little early. In my thoughts. 6'4".
He did take Mahomes.
Okay.
So team stack. I mean, it could be early, but again, we just talked about them declining CEH's 5th-year option. I mean, Jerick McKinnon was fine, but nothing to really bat an eye at, and could they draft somebody? Sure, but it'll probably be a day 2 or maybe day 3 pick. So I think Pacheco is probably locked in there. My only concern now with everybody in that offense is no more Eric Bieniemy. So you got, actually dude grew up about 25 minutes from me, Matt Nagy in the Mannheim area. So we'll see what happens with Nagy. I mean, he obviously wasn't super great in Chicago. So, and again, that's more of, I think in Kansas City, it's more about the, not the X's and O's. It's more about the players in Kansas City, right? I mean, like, those players are good. So I'm sure Matt Nagy can't fuck that up too much.
Don't be surprised. Don't hold your breath. Deontay Johnson just went off the board a couple of picks before.
Great pick
before this one here, and making me real sad.
He's already moving up the board ever since. I mean, we talked about it. We knew he was going to.
Anyone that's been doing one of these drafts has been like, hey, by the way, have you seen? Oh, Jordan Addison, come on, boo! I wanted to go full rookie wide receiver build.
I'm going to take my first running back and J.K. Dobbins just in case Lamar doesn't go to Atlanta. Now I have a backup stack in Baltimore.
Boo. Man, this pick feels a little dangerous. I wanted to wait a little bit later for a tight end, but I am going to take one now. I'm going to take another Dalton Schultz share because I think he's going to get himself a good contract on a new team that is thirsty for a tight end. I just didn't love any of the receivers right there. I was thinking about going Gabe Davis. Obviously a lot of big playability, 17 yards per reception this past season, but I don't know. I feel like they're a buyer. I feel like they bring someone in. I'm a little more timid.
Yeah. Do you think Schultz leaves Dallas?
I do. I they could tag him. But if they were to bring him back, man, I would sincerely hope that they look really hard at cutting Michael Gallup or restructuring his contract immensely. Because I just don't know how that's going to work. Like, I would feel that they should address some of the issues on the offensive line. They probably still need to add another receiver if they don't bring him back. I mean, the way that they use him with such a low ADOT, he's used as, kind of like a slot receiver type of guy. So their offseason is going to be interesting. But I feel like with how hungry the league is for the tight end position, like the whole NFC North, other than the Minnesota Vikings, needs a tight end. Like Bob Tunyon not cutting it. Lions just traded Hawkinson to the Vikings. The only reason they don't need somebody. And the Bears have Cole Kmet, like not getting it done. That's just one division.
Yep.
Yeah, you could go around the league and like another 8 teams you could run off there, just like, hey, they've got some money and they could use like a real tight end, like a real player.
Mm-hmm.
People feel that that Schultz is that, so we'll see. Thinking about another stack here coming up. We'll see what happens.
There's definitely some interesting picks still left out there at both the wide receiver and running back positions. And then again, it drops off a little bit after that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone, any one round can get gassed, right? For a specific position. So, I mean, you just got to play the board. Play the colors. Under board with a very vibrant color scheme. Kadarius Toney, 8-3. Don't love it. Don't love it.
Yeah, he's a tough one to know what Kansas City's going to do with him because, again, I think he played 5 snaps in the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know. If he becomes a player who's on the field 75% of the time, he could be really good in Kansas City. But unfortunately, we just haven't seen that yet. So it's kind of hard to go off that. But round 8, it's not going to kill you if he's a dud. But there's still guys there I think could help you win some weeks.
Yep. Jacoby Myers, someone I was actually considering taking with my last pick. Could be on the move. Could get a new contract somewhere. Being at wide receiver 1. I love the Ravens as a potential landing spot, especially if Lamar stays. That'd be great. I think he just fits really well with like their run first scheme, being a big body receiver that can block on the outside. Like he's really strong. He's athletic. I think he'd be a good fit in their offense.
Yeah.
Courtland Sutton.
Don't love it.
I've gotten my fair share actually this year.
Yeah, that's my first time taking him. I don't love it, but wide receivers flew off the board. I wanted some wide receivers. Don't truly love any of the running backs there. And there's a couple I like. I think that'll fall back to me, but
And who else is still on the board? Huh?
I can't tell you.
I can tell you. I won't say it out loud because the last time I said it out loud, it didn't work out for you. So 5 picks away. I am even Stevens, 1-3-3-1, 1 quarterback, 3 running backs, 3 receivers, and a tight end. Pretty normal approach for me. As like whether you get to 2-4-4-2 or something like that, eventually, however my setup or my build is going, it all kind of gets back to that place at some point.
Yep, I'm currently sitting with 1 quarterback, 1 running back, 4 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Went with the old 2 tight end build. I mean, that's in the first 6 rounds, 2 tight ends. So it's not the
your running back
strategy.
Is connected to your quarterback. So
yes.
that's a pretty good situation. Pretty good situation. It's like you've done this before.
Yeah. A couple times. Look at all these running backs. Like it's insanity.
It's insanity.
This is how the drafts go. There's just a massive amount of wide receivers that go in the first 6-7 rounds.
Don't you take them.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure who you're talking about, but
yeah, I know. There was really no one behind that. I just wanted to say that it's kind of something people say to people ahead of them. Hey, don't take my guy,
man.
Hey, don't take my guy. Hey, your shit is vibrating, bro.
Yep. Gonna do it.
You took him. I was going to take Brian Robinson right there.
Yeah, I don't. The problem is like I'm a homer, obviously, but the problem with Brian Robinson, the only thing I don't like about him is that his profile doesn't fit with a guy who's going to catch a bunch of passes. So you really got to lean on him doing all his damage on the ground. And could that be something that happens this year, especially with Eric Bieniemy now at the OC position? Yeah, but it there's a reason he's going in the 9th round, right? And there's other running backs there I like that if there's any available, I'll probably end up taking one next here as well.
Trying to shift the screen to be.
I do think we are still able to hop off the ADP and don't have to worry, about messing up and losing value because, I mean, really after round, I don't know, I'd say 7 probably. I don't think ADP truly matters at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I just pulled Josh Palmer up the board because I was just scared that he wasn't going to be there for my next one, for my next pick, and I just wanted to stack with Herbert. Why Palmer? I feel like deserves some priority. We just know he's going to be there,
Yep.
And he's still young. We don't have injury concerns about him like we do Mike Williams. Everett could still be cut. He's still kind of like a positive ROI wild card. And then, Keenan could be a cap casualty. We have no idea. But Eckler and Palmer, they'll be back. We know that. I've got those guys.
Yep. I was listening to Peter Overzet does Best Ball Breakfast Mondays at 10 a.m. where, obviously you can jump in and do exactly what we're doing now with him. Nice. Somebody put in the chat when I was watching it this morning that last year they did 1,500 Best Ball drafts and they had 79% exposure to Russ Wilson. Talk about taking a bad beat. Yeah. It's like, yikes.
You remember who wasn't in on Russell Wilson last year?
I mean, yeah, I know you weren't. I was, and I got fooled for sure, but I didn't have 79% exposure to him. That's for damn sure.
You said I got fooled. Yeah, that's all right. Everybody did. It's just the Broncos, man. I don't know what it is about those guys. Bad juju over there. All right, we got Dilly on the clock here. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking, actually, now that I've just read the board. Got to read the board. Can't forget about it. Got to remember there's a big board to play. All right, I see some names that I like. I am prepared to make my pick. But if you take my guy again, I swear. Oh, never mind. It's not other direction. I'm going to take your guy.
Oh, you're going to take my guy, huh?
Oh, actually, I'm not going to. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to because you should have him. You deserve it.
I'm not sure who you're
Tyler
talking
Boyd,
about.
good pick. See, that's a good pick, P. Bren. That's one that I do like.
Yeah, we just talked about him on the other night. I like Tyler Boyd a lot. I think he again, he can be a wide receiver too on a team that he would go to because I do think he ends up getting traded or released from Cincinnati, unless they decide to move on from T. Higgins, which I think is a little crazy, but we'll see.
We shall see. I'm on the clock. You went DPJ.
It's a good pick. I like DPJ.
Not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I mean, your boy Michael Thomas is down the board there. If you just want to,
I was just staring pretty hard at MT. I was staring pretty, but he's way up my exposure board. I got.
Yeah, I'll say I
that down a little bit.
I'd say so.
Got to take a chill pill. James Conner, who I've gotten a fair share of. I don't mind getting more.
I'm going to take the rookie here.
More James Conner. Where did my exposure board go? I've got so many windows open right now. I swear. Let's see. Where is Connor? Well, maybe I have less than Connor than I thought. I have 2 shares of him, so now I have 3. I thought I had more. Actually, I had 2 Eckler shares before this as well. Now I have 3. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, Josh Jacobs was a name next to Eckler that was drafted at a high rate for me last year. Not the same. Not so high on Josh Jacobs this year.
No.
I was talking with Emerson yesterday. I feel so bad for him. He's probably going to get tagged after he just had 2,000 all-purpose yards. Yeah. Then he'll regress immensely, and they'll never get paid.
We got
at least what he's worth right now today.
You want to put Jake Paquin's comment up there, not only because he likes my pick, but shout out to the merch god. If anybody wants to put a name to the face, right there he is, merch god himself, Jake Paquin.
Get after it. Why didn't you draft Russell Wilson?
Well, so I thought about it, but
what the heck? I didn't take him so that you could take him.
Well, I did think about it, but there's a reasoning behind it. One, I'm not really sure who else is going to be on the team at wide receiver. Is it Tim Patrick? And again, I have 2 tight ends, so I'm not going to take Greg D. So really, I would have just stacked him with Cortland Sutton. Just it didn't seem like a wise move to do so. See, I'm fucking playing chess, man. I'm a couple moves ahead right here. I ain't taking Russ because of that.
Chess, bro, you're playing checkers. Those dudes go to church together. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, sure, yeah. Well, him and Cortland Sutton do Bible study, and we see how well that worked out.
I mean, give the Lord his time.
Yeah, it is. It's on Sundays, and he did not bless Russ with the ability to play football on Sundays.
I think it was the new church. I blame the new church.
But he did make sure Russ can shit every 10 feet in his house with 12 bathrooms. So,
right. He made the arm just good enough.
Just good enough.
Oh, you will have your thrones. Oh, you will have your thrones. Interesting running back and receivers at this ADP. We're checking in at 126, 127 off the board. Rookie receiver Josh Downs, Montgomery, Gainwell, Zeke Elliott, Kareem Hunt. Interesting names at running back. Sean Tucker, interesting name at running back who is a rookie. I feel like you're taking Antonio Gibson here.
I'm not.
Okay, fine. Don't do it. It's the right pick, but fine. I know who I'm taking.
Oh my God. I hate this right here. You know what? Let's go Kenny Gainwell. At worst, I think he has a 50% split with anybody that they draft, or if they keep Miles Sanders. I mean, Kenny Gainwell was good last year.
Hey, I hope that's the case. I drafted him as a rookie in Dynasty. I'm gonna take me some Isaiah Hodgins because I love the dude.
Not your boy David Montgomery, huh?
Not my boy David Montgomery. Not my boy. I'd like to see the landing spot first. Either way, I feel like wherever he goes, he's going to be splitting work with somebody. If you can't have the lead share in Chicago, where are you going to go? Where is it so barren where they just need somebody to touch the ball 25 plus times a game at the running back position? I don't know where. Not a big market right now for free agent running backs. I feel like he might be coming back on the cheap. Hopefully I'm off on that and they go and sign Saquon Barkley to a mega contract. I don't care. Give him whatever he wants. If you got the money, spend it. But yeah, the Bears could, just be their typical selves and, sign a bunch of washed offensive linemen that get hurt and, bring back David Montgomery. They should have traded him, honestly, at the deadline, in my opinion. But whatever. Could have got something back for him. Going to make a questionable pick with my next pick. You're going to be like, why?
So out of the just gauging where you're at with quarterbacks so far, out of the guys that are left, which is Russell Wilson, Geno Smith, Bryce Young, Derek Carr, Matt Stafford, Kenny Pickett, CJ Stroud, who's your go-to guy in that quarterback carousel there?
I like Matthew Stafford and Derek Carr because they're proven threats in the NFL. Geno Smith, coming off a great season where he was a top 10 quarterback, was immensely accurate, very efficient. I don't mind any of those guys. Bryce Young, too. Don't hate. I mean, there's a lot of names here I still like. Even your boy Sam Howell.
Oh, of course.
At their appropriate ADPs, of course.
Right.
Doesn't feel like you have to rush to any one of them, though. I can tell you that some late round stacking that can still be taken advantage of. Definitely Russ Wilson, Tim Patrick. Geno Smith, not too many. Maybe Geno Smith and Noah Fant. Bryce Young is tough. I think there you're targeting either Colts or Texans players. I've been targeting Nico Collins for that potential stack. Again, the same thing with him or CJ Stroud. You're looking at Colts and Texans, potential stacks with those guys. Derek Carr, obviously very tough to read the tea leaves there. Kenny Pickett, I mean, if you really want to take a shot with Calvin Austin this late, you certainly can. But Freiermuth, Pickens, and DJ, of course, going to be off the board. Najee, of course, same thing. Jalen Warren doesn't feel like a stackable situation there. Jordan Love, and I probably assume that Romeo Dubes is off the board. No, Romeo Dubes is still on the board. So that's another late round stack that it has some potential. I am on the clock. Here comes my questionable pick. It's Mr. Taysom Hill.
Oh my God! In the 12th round, that seems early.
He's the last tight end right there. You know, I don't get to decide the board, so you want him, you go ahead and take him. What did he put up? Hang on. Won't let me pull up his name here. Hang, give me 1 second. His scoring on Underdog, like it's just like, you know, I think it's worth to take a shot. 124 points 2 seasons ago. Last year, 141. Even if he gets cut by the Saints, he's just going directly to Denver. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Just saying.
Could.
I mean, I guess another team could come in and be like, hey, we want to use you like, you know, Sean Payton did, just to kind of rub it in his face.
So we had a little bit of a quarterback run there of Matt Stafford, Bryce Young, Russell Wilson, Geno Smith. The round before that, Ryan Tannehill and Aaron Rodgers.
Sounds like I need a quarterback. So yeah, I would be looking at you know, Derek Carr, potentially Kenny Pickett, CJ Stroud. Yeah, really any one of these guys. I'd probably wait another round if I don't get Carr. He just went off the board. So yeah, I'd probably wait another round. Maybe even 2. Maybe I'll just wait to the very last round, and that's where I'll draft Marcus Mariota.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of guys you can draft in the last round. I've seen Daniel Jones make it that far, and he's off the board already. That we give up on LaVisca. We gave up on LaVisca a while ago, Jake.
No, I didn't. I was all over Visca last year. It didn't pan out, but I hate to say it, but I think this is the year we finally give up on Visca.
I mean,
poor Visca.
It's every year is the time to give up on Baker Mayfield, and someone still finds a way to give him a job. Yeah, I'm just going to sit on quarterback for a while. I'll just get somebody really late. I don't care.
I think I'm just going to take Josh Downs. I mean, he's just like falling in ADP 116, and we're at 150. I might as well just take him.
Might as well just take him.
Might as well.
I'm going to go take another dip of Leonard Fournette. Call me nuts. Call me nuts. I'll see Leonard Fournette and like David Montgomery. They're like pretty unilateral moves, in my opinion. Both finished as RB2s this year, I believe. Actually, no, Montgomery barely did. He was at the back end, but Leonard Fournette finished like at the top of RB2. Terry, he was like RB like 13 or 14 in most leagues in PPR formats. Like had 190 points last year on fantasy on Underdog Fantasy. Like,
yeah, that's a guy I worry that he's not going to play at 100%. Not because of injury, because of heart. Again, I think he played better when Tom Brady was there. Not sure he's even going to be with Tampa Bay. So. Yep. It's a risk, but I mean, again, he could go to a team and be their guy.
He's been a pass catching running back since he was brought into the league, and he's coming off a season where he caught 70 passes. Like if someone around the league can't get him the ball at least 60 plus times, like it's their problem, not mine. Like you're just missing out. I'm sorry. Like if you have a running back in this league that can catch the ball that many times, you throw the ball to them that many times. Like, come on now.
Let me check what some of the guys are doing here. I'm checking on P-Bren's. I have an interest in Pat's team because he will be flying out to Vegas with me this year to do an FFPC main event draft. So as a co-manager, I like to see where his head's at as well.
It's pretty good.
Not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad.
I don't hate it.
It's not hateable. Where are we at with team breakdown on the build here?
So I'm checking out Team Ramrod's team. Looks like he's just all over the NFC North quarterbacks when he took Justin Fields and Aaron.
Aaron, okay.
Nice. He is doing some stacking. I'm glad he actually listens to me when I talk to him. He has Aaron Jones and Khalil Herbert, as well as Christian Watson, Darnell Mooney, and Alan Lazard. So he is all over. Of course, then he takes my Washington Commander stack of McLaurin and Dotson. So He's just, you might as well just call him Team Stack Rod.
That makes sense. That plays.
He's
played. Figuring it out. It's working. It's working. I might take a cornerback. It feels like they're running off the board. I don't know. I want to wait. I'm going to wait. Fuck it. Fade in the QB2. It's not going to look pretty. See, I'm up in 3 picks, and we're going back with running back or receiver. Time to take Adam Thielen.
No, please no.
I've got a Thielen.
Yeah, I got a Thielen that he ain't going to be very good this year.
I've got a Thielen.
John Mechie. It's a little.
I still like Nico Collins over Mechie.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little early for Mechie a little bit, but I do like Mechie. You know, he came out of college being a very good wide receiver. You know, had the unfortunate bout with cancer and all that, but he could be very good.
Luckily,
unknown
NFL
talent.
Contract doesn't have to start cooking meth. It's a good situation. It's a good situation.
So what are you doing here, man? Chase Claypool staring you right in the face.
Gotten a fair amount of Claypool. I'm going with Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce. Hoping that he gets that generational quarterback in the first round. First couple of picks. Trading with the Bears.
The Bears.
Dear Bears.
Do I do the team stack and take MVS? Rondell.
The way that we've been running things, I'll tell you that.
Take MVS. Link him up with Sky Moore.
What, boy? MVS.
Yeah, I linked him up with Sky Moore. Team stack. Friendship strategy.
I don't love it. I don't hate it. I've told you this before. I think he's a cap casualty, but
yeah.
I'll let you have your fun. Am I done drafting running backs? Am I just going to shelf that?
How many do you got?
I've got a pretty good amount. I've got Eckler. I've got Barkley.
5.
I've got Etienne. I've got Connor. I've got Fournette. It's a pretty good group.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're okay stopping with 5. I think 5 is probably the minimum I want to have, and it would have to really look like your running back room for me to want to stop. So I think you're okay with 5.
It's a pretty good running back room. Sweet. Permission to buzz the receivers. Let's ride. Or fly. I guess it's fly. Let's fly. Huh. 5 picks away. That means you're 4 picks away.
Man, quick math there. Shoo.
Yeah. They said I was going to have to do math without a calculator.
Boy, were they wrong.
It's idiots. What is this thing? What is this? What is this?
That's what we like to call a government listening device.
You better make sure you always get some fresh film. Why would I do that? In the future, we'll just have pocket phones or pocket cameras. My bad. That are phones.
We'll go ahead and take Nico Collins.
Son of a bitch. Fine, I'll take your Tim Patrick.
More power to you.
Tell you what. Actually, don't you tell me. I want to take Paris Campbell. Have not gotten a share of him yet. Free agent. I don't know. Maybe he continues to be healthy. That's probably my worst pick.
Just taking a look here. I'm assuming Team Ramrod's going to take Sam Howell because it's the only time he's going to be able to, consider he drafts with me a lot.
Guys, leave me a quarterback. Why are people taking so many? Does someone have 3 yet?
You still got Kenny Pickett there. Kenny Pickett's available. I mean, that's a good thing. Sam Howell,
I mean, really going to be off the board because Ramrod's going to take his 4th and 5th quarterback. Yeah, I've got DD2X with 3. I've got Andor 77 with 3. I got Cheeky Hobson with 3. Guys, get the hell out of here. Drafting 3 quarterbacks. Who are these guys? It's up for the rest of us. Did I auto pick?
See Ramrod going with the strategy of no tight end. It's bold.
It's bold. Not unbearable. No, I didn't. All right. Let's see how many rounds we got left. We're at 16. Probably an appropriate time to pay the bills. You want to go ahead and do that?
Sure. Yeah. Let me pull it up here real quick. The Underdog one?
Yes, sir.
Well, while we're on Underdog, we are brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is your home for off-season NFL best ball drafts, but they also have you covered for a ton of other daily games, including the NBA, NHL, and PGA. Underdog Fantasy is a great way to get down on your favorite player props if they're not available in your state. Head over to underdogfantasy.com and use promo code SGPN for a 100% deposit bonus up to $100. That's underdogfantasy.com, promo code SGPN.
All right, and we're back. I threw it in my hands because I didn't want us to mess it up.
I'm not even gonna lie, I completely forgot until I looked up and saw you doing that. So it's a good thing.
Yes, yes, it worked.
You double as a co-host and a producer.
That was a completed pass.
Nice touchdown.
Yeah, nice. Whatever, touchdown in this world, every touchdown's reviewed.
Yeah.
Actually wasn't a touchdown.
And again, here a little plug for Dave and Brad. But if anybody is looking at these rookies and thinking, who the hell is Tank Bigsby? Besides having an awesome name, you don't know like what he really did in college. Check out Dave and Brad on the SGPN Fantasy Football YouTube page. They do about 10-minute shorts. It's also over at anywhere that you get your podcast. It's just nice little quick hitter information on the guys, their takes on them. See who maybe is going a little later than he should be, or who's going a little earlier than they should be. They just break down the potential they have in the NFL and what they did in college. So if anybody hasn't checked those out yet, they're doing it position by position. So make sure to check those out.
Yes, sir. Have not taken any Tyquan Thornton, but feels like good best ball player, someone that could have like 3 big wide receiver 1 weeks, and that's it.
I'll tell you what, I have no stacking options with Kenny Pickett, but damn, I don't know why he's still sitting there. So I'm going to take that as my second quarterback.
I am going to say it right now. I'm going to take Mac Jones. If one of you bastards want to do it, go ahead. Take him off my hands for 11 picks from now. Go ahead. You can have Mac Jones. Take your 4th quarterback, DD2X, you bastard. Take Mac Jones. Do it. I just told you. I know these random dudes are sniping us. It's probably the thing to do. Like once you like log into like an Underdog Draft, just jump on the YouTube machine and see if anyone's doing it live. And then you just be like, oh, well, here, I'll snipe these picks.
Mm-hmm.
These punks think they know something about best ball. I'll show them. Yeah, it helps when you know what we're going to do. I might take Kyle Trask too. I might take him late. Could do that. Get that Godwin stack going. It's just so hard for me to believe, though, that they're actually going to move forward with Kyle Trask. Like, I cannot. I'm sorry. Like, I can't in good nature believe that that's the case. I feel like that's just straight coach talk.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, to be honest with you.
If they said otherwise, then that would mean that they're more desperate, right? It's just like sales tactics. They're just not showing their hand, right? Like they don't need to make themselves look more desperate. Oh yeah, Kyle Trask, he's our guy. We're fine. We don't even need a quarterback. We're just like kind of doing our due diligence, Jimmy Garoppolo. We don't even need you. So yeah, you're all right. I mean, you got a nice little release on the ball, kid, but we've got Kyle Trask, so we're fine. We don't have to overpay you. And or picked Cordell Patterson, which feels like a pretty decent value at pick 192.
As Kramer would say, top 5 athlete in the NFL.
I mean, I'm not a big CP3 guy, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I just think he gets phased out.
I mean, sure. I feel like that's what everyone thinks, though, and then he doesn't. Yeah, I feel like that was the same sentiment coming into this season. I was like, that was a great year he had, but like, gotta feel like somebody else just moves up the board.
Great pick. I want to check out Jiggly Roll's team. Who else does he have? Because I see he also has McBride there. So Njoku, McBride, and Likely. I like that tight end room because he waited a while to grab him. Two of those guys.
Those guys, yeah.
I like that.
No, that's good. I like McBride. I've got a fair amount of him. Feel good about starting off with McBride. Also, very easy to obtain the McBride Ertz stack. Like, you don't have to just be right. You can just take both of them. All right. I played quarterback chicken long enough. Here's Mac Jones stacking up with Tyquan Thornton. I still may have to take another quarterback because my QB2 situation is not very good. But I'm also done taking running back, so I think I'll be all right.
Yeah, I took Anthony Richardson. He's moving up the actual NFL draft boards. What seems like daily, people are talking him up, more and more. Yep. So for him to go this late, I'll take that. And again, he's my third quarterback. I don't normally take three, but with the uncertainty of what happens with Lamar Jackson, and obviously I have Kenny Pickett with no stacks. Maybe Anthony Richardson is the guy that lands in Atlanta, and then I have that stack. So sometimes you got to take, you got to roll the dice, take a gamble on people.
Atlanta could take him at pick number 8. That would be interesting.
That would make me feel really good about this team.
I took Anthony Richardson in the last round of our first draft when we did our premier big board draft.
Yep.
Love it. All right, Ramrod, what are you doing?
He did take Sam Howell, by the way. I don't know if you saw that last round. I shouted that out, and
nice.
I knew he was going to do that.
Some bitch. Michael Carter, good pick.
Oh, boy.
Friend of the show.
Yeah. So he's all over that with you like a Michael Carter. So he calls that the Bruni pick when we draft together.
It is the Bruni pick. Yep. It is the Bruni pick. You just remember to put, sign some of that check over to Bruni too, and Michael Carter brings home the bag. I'm just kidding. No one's drafted Michael Carter more than me, so if he brings it home, the money's all going my way.
Jake said, which rookie running backs are off the board? I put
pretty
a ton.
Much most of them, yeah.
A lot of them. So let's see here. Some of the guys. After my pick, Jake, I'll go back and start looking through them.
I have the board up here.
Yeah. So I'll go. Obviously, Bijan's gone. Who are the guys in the middle that were like missing?
Well, I was just gonna go back. I was just gonna go backwards, but we have some picks coming up here. Hang on a second.
Let's make our picks and then we'll go over this.
I'm thinking Mac Hollins for my next one. I'm thinking Hunter Renfrow could get moved. He could just slide right into a wide receiver 2 role. Darius Slayton, I feel like, is going to have the wide receiver role to start out this next coming season. It's just kind of uncertain with their quarterback situation. Richie James, I like a lot too. It's kind of a homer pick because
when I drafted with Kramer and Sean, I asked about Richie James, and Kramer said he thinks that he's going to be the odd man out. He's going to be off the team.
Damn, off the team, man.
Off the team.
Ouch. I'm still going with Matt Collins, but I mean, draft stock, I would still take Darius Slayton, but why? Like, Richie James is so good for them down the stretch. I don't understand that. 57 catches, 569 yards, 4 receiving touchdowns. Like,
yep,
it's not that bad.
So let's see. So we picked here. So I just, Jake, this is for you here. I took Dwayne McBride, so he's off. Let's see. We have Roshan Johnson's off the board.
Round 17.
Tank Bigsby
and Zach Evans.
Yep. Let's see who else we got. Tajay Spears. Roll up the board there, if you will, Justin.
Yeah, that was round 13.
Sean
Devon
Tucker.
Ashane.
Yep. Devon Ashane.
Sean Tucker. That was round 12. Charbonnet, the King took in round 10. Let's see. Round 8. Nope. Sorry, just looking back at the board. I don't want to miss a pick. Let's see. Damn, Jahmyr Gibbs went high. Jahmyr Gibbs, round 5. Wow. So that means Bijan was round 1. That was it. So from like round 1 to 5, that's a pretty big separation there between RB1 and RB2.
So I have... is that Kendry Miller? Is that how you say his first name?
Yeah, yes,
Still on the board.
Kendre Miller.
Kenny McIntosh is still on the board as well. Deuce Vaughn, Chase Brown, Israel.
Abaconda.
Oh my God. Abaconda, thank you, Jesus. Would you say Anaconda?
No, Abanaconda.
Just kidding. So those are some of the guys that are still on the board.
My Abanaconda don't
I'm
want
not gonna
none.
lie, I'm
He ain't got
surprised
none, hun.
Will Levis is still here.
I don't know. People don't seem as excited about him. I mean, some of these other names I would probably still be a little bit more inclined to take. Like, could just be Desmond Ritter. Like, Desmond Ritter didn't finish the season off that bad. Feels like he needs reps. Kyle Trask says, per the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they say he's their guy. Jameis Winston, definitely going to be a starter week 1. Taylor Heineke, I feel like, is the same situation. Gardner Minshew also kind of in that same boat. Like, dark horse wild cards, maybe not the most positive potential for ROI, but they're live. Those are live options per free agency. I was seeing some Gardner Minshew to the Colts stuff. That would be very interesting. He would be their bridge guy. Like, he would probably start right away, but you can get 4 or 5 games out of him until whatever rookie would take over, maybe. Or if just Minshew just takes off. I like Brock Purdy this late too. Like, I just feel like he's their guy. I know that he may not come back for a bit, but the team looked best when he was at quarterback this year.
I'm going to take some Pierre Strong.
Feel like Russ Gage could be a cap casualty, but I'm going to throw him into the mix here just because I already have Godwin. Ooh, good neck crack. Good neck crack.
Yeah, the wide receivers are looking a little down right now.
I still feel pretty good about some of these guys. Really good best ball type of players. Your boy KJ Hamler's there if you're looking to get more involved with the Denver stacks. Josh Reynolds, he's a great best ball type of player. You just look at those, like, it was at that 4-week run from weeks, I think, 2 to 6 to start out the year. Obviously faded, but again, a type of best ball, player that I'm referring to here. Quez Watkins, similar situation. Who's some other good names here? DeAndre Carter might fit up my type of narrative, with some of these guys leaving the Chargers, plus Mike Williams, injury narrative.
What do you think about, so 2 scenarios here. One, David Bell. Do you like David Bell at all?
Yeah, I don't hate it, but like David Bell and like Kyle Phillips, unilateral. Like, yeah, I could go either way there. I would probably take Josh Reynolds over those guys because I've seen him boom. Same thing with Quez Watkins. Another name down the board I like is Ben Skoranek. When he was given the opportunity, he was able to put up reliable production. Jarvis Landry is buried at wide receiver 133, by the way. I mean, I'm not a great talent. He's aging, but I mean.
What about Noah Brown? He had a good showing, and if you think Gallup's not going to be there, Noah Brown's somebody that's interesting.
Noah Brown is definitely fits that same type of mold. I must have scrolled past him because I like him quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, I guess there's a couple of wide receivers that are still decent here.
Probably taking one with my next pick. Oh wait, no, I'm probably taking a quarterback. It's the last pick. Damn,
it's the last pick, last round, man.
I have 10 receivers. I'm probably gonna take Kyle Trask here.
So I'm going to probably take a wide receiver here and round out my team with 3, 6, 9, 2.
Who do I think starts more games? Brock Purdy, Kyle Trask, or Taylor Heineke? I think the answer is Brock Purdy.
I would say it's not Taylor Heineke.
I don't know, man. Taylor Heineke. There's a lot of teams that need quarterbacks right now. I mean, I just don't know if the Colts and the Texans will both start the season with rookie quarterbacks starting, but that whole division needs a quarterback other than the Jaguars. So the Titans, yeah, they have Tannehill, but they obviously feel like there's gonna be a change of the guard. Texans, Colts, the Jets need a quarterback. Miami doesn't need a quarterback, but they need a backup quarterback for sure. The Steelers need a backup quarterback. Who else? Who else is hunting?
Let's review these teams here once this ends in two picks.
Cardinals will need a starter for week 1, most likely. Your Commandos could go shopping, but don't necessarily have the need. It sounds like they, are comfortable with what they have. Let's see. NFC South, Saints, Panthers, Falcons all need a QB. And yeah, NFC North is pretty established. So it's a good amount of teams that are hungry for the position.
Yep. Raiders can be in that mix if they don't get a run.
Yeah, I didn't even mention the Raiders. I must have missed them. Yep. Yeah, they were in the AFC
Well, Seattle. West. I saw rumblings of Geno maybe going to the Jets, and then that leaves Seattle high and dry.
Geno back to the Jets?
I know. Yeah, it would be crazy.
Can we send Geno back to the Jets and Marcus Mariota back to the Titans in the same season, please? That would be dope. That would be dope.
Oh, I love the NFL.
Are we? So let's see who we have up here.
Yeah. So once this last pick goes through, you can pull it up where it'll show all the teams.
Well, I should have it up already. I believe the board up right here.
Oh yeah, I guess we can just go by the board.
So if I just
let's start. Let's see who's the first. So Jiggly Rolls is the first one here. What do we got? So it'd be nice if we could see it in order. Can't you go back to the draft summary?
Let me see.
If you go to completed. If you go to completed, and then you can go to your last draft, and it'll pull up everyone.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I mean, it pulls it all up, but it brings up the same draft. I don't know if did the last pick go through.
Yeah.
I mean, the same board it's going to bring up. I already have up.
No, it's not going to bring up a board. It's going to pull up like I was literally about to show you my phone, but that's not going to work.
I will done show you here. I want to. This is what happens when I go back.
Go to completed.
I know I need to bring it back up on the screen so you can see what
this is what it should look like. Can you see it? See that?
It doesn't show that.
No, really? Oh, see, I never use it on my desktop, so that's probably why.
Yeah, this is what it shows.
Interesting.
Yeah. But I can come into here. I can come into here, click C.
No, if you go back and change it from your name. Yeah. Now go to your name over there on the right. Drop it down. There you go.
All right. So who's the first one up?
Jiggly Rolls.
All right, Jiggly Rolls.
All right. So what does he got? Lawrence, Tua, Winston, DeAndre Swift. Scroll down. Yeah. Kamara, Rashad White, Sean Tucker, Damian Harris, Jermichael Hasty. Wide receivers, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Smith, Chris Olave, Mike Evans, Wan'Dale Robinson, OBJ, Chase Claypool, Devontae Parker, Njoku, McBride, and Likely. I'd say that's probably about I don't know. I give that like a 7.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it was a 7.
Yeah, it's not bad. Couple. Actually, no. Does he have any correlation? Yeah, I know he has Tua and Hill. Any other stacks? No Jag stack, huh?
He has some stacks with non-quarterback. So like he has like Dame Harris and Devontae Parker. Let's see. Was it Wan'Dale a stack with somebody? No. Yeah, I'd say a solid 7.
Okay. So
who's the next one?
Tristan Best Balls. There you go.
Okay. So we got let's see, Geno Smith, CJ Stroud, Taylor Heineke. Yeah, don't hate it. Waiting, patient on quarterback. Breece Hall, Cam Akers, Sanders, Elijah Mitchell, Donta Foreman, Jeff Wilson. Good group. And again, you didn't hurry to the running back position, pick 29.
That means his wide receivers are going to be really good.
I'm hoping, yeah. Cooper Kupp, T. Higgins, good start. DJ Moore, Brandon Ayuk, Addison. You sniped Addison from me. Didn't like that, but good pick. Elijah Moore, Rashid Shaheed, Tim Patrick, Trenton Irwin.
All right.
Trenton Irwin season. I dropped him in Dynasty. Sorry. TJ Hawkinson and Tyler Conklin. Tyler Conklin, sneaky best ball player. Like
not bad. I'd probably give that a 7 as well.
I'll go 7.5 on that one. I'd say a little bit better than the last team. All right. The TD King.
Oh, are you going to roast mine?
I know we don't get too into them, but let's see what the projections were. So 31.61.
For
31.54. Pretty close.
Pretty close. Okay.
Pretty close. 31.78 again. Pretty close.
God, you can roast my team.
No, I don't think so. Lamar, Kenny Pickett, Anthony Richardson. Good start. J.K. Dobbins with a stack. Brian Robinson, Charbonnet, Kenny Gainwell, McBride, RBs look a little suspect, but hey, you got to take the risks. Got to take your shots. Garrett Wilson, DK Metcalf, Drake London, Cortland Sutton, Sky Moore, Josh Downs, MVS, Collins, Brown, deep group, and then really good tight ends. I like it. All
right, what do you got?
I got 35, 58.
Whoa, look at you, Mr. 35. Jeez.
It's the running backs, baby. Justin Herbert, Mac Jones, Brock Purdy. And then, my running backs are awesome. Eckler, Barkley, ETN, Connor, and Fournette. Some potential injury concerns there, but hey, we make it out healthy. We're going to make it out on top. Chris Godwin, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Jacoby Myers, Josh Palmer, Isaiah Hodgins, Alec Pierce, Campbell, Thornton, Hollins, Gage. Not, full of talent, especially in the back end, but a deep group, I'd say. A lot of possibilities there. And then Dalton Schultz and Taysom Hill.
Not bad. P-Brun? No, P-Brun. Not. I don't know who Jacker is.
Oh, you know him. 29.97 Underdog, not liking P-Bren's draft. Let's see what we got here. Patrick Mahomes, can't hate that start. Bryce Young, got to get the spot, got to get on the field. Got to be that week one guy. Jahmyr Gibbs, good pick. You waited. Isaiah Pacheco, again, had more stacked early than I would have expected, but you stacked, so can't hate on it too much. Josh Palmer I felt like a similar type of pick for me. AJ Dillon, Tajay Spears, Zach Evans, Kyrene Williams. Kyrene's an interesting pick. I'd like to see what happens. I
like that. Personally,
I like to see what happens with that running back group because
if Cam Akers is gone, he's the next guy up.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't think they would have another year of confidence in Henderson. Stephon Diggs, Samuel Hopkins, good start. Burks, very athletic, very good situation too. Robert Woods just was released. Not too many receivers left on that roster right now. Tyler Boyd, solid value for him, getting him behind Treylon Burks, in my opinion. John Michie, I think we agree that was a little bit early. Khalil Shakir, solid. Good, still young receiver for the Bills, 23 years old. Robert Woods, cut, potentially, a positive ROI wild card. I think you and I are both out on him, though, this year, Robert Woods.
Yes.
Jamal Agnew, Evan Ingram, Dawson Knox, and Dan Bellinger. So other than Robert Woods, who will you not let P-Bren draft? Was it the FFPC you guys are going to?
Yeah, the main event.
What other players from this team will you not let him draft on that team?
So I'm not a big Debo guy, so we'll have to have a conversation with that.
Right.
I'm okay with majority of the other wide receivers. I actually like that he didn't go heavy on the quarterbacks because honestly, if Patrick Mahomes doesn't perform well, this team is dead on spot. So there's really no point in going any further than just two there. So I'm fine with that. And what was this tight ends? I'm sorry.
He had Evan Ingram, Dawson Knox, and Dan Bellinger.
I'm fine with all that right there as well. So yeah, I think we're gonna mesh pretty well together.
There you go.
Dilly?
DK Dilly. Okay. 33-72, 2-5, 10 and 3. Hurts and Stafford. That's a good group. I like that. Jacobs, Jamal Williams, Madison. Potential wild card, going to be a free agent. Jerick McKinnon.
Ooh.
I don't hate the Jerick McKinnon pick because I firmly believe that the only place that he has that type of usage that he had from this year is Kansas City. I just don't think there's a huge market for him as a free agent. I think he comes back and, you just have to wait for those big weeks. Draft him in best ball, not in regular season. Receivers, we've got A.J. Brown, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Gabe Davis, Kadarius Toney. Pretty good group. I like this group. I like Gabe Davis being your fourth receiver.
Agreed.
I think he was going to be like my third at one point, and I passed on him. So getting him at that depth, solid. I like it. I don't love Toney, but I do love KJ Osborne. I like the Van Jefferson pick quite a bit as well. Getting him with Allen Robinson, very good situation. And he took our advice with the lottery ticket with Quez. Mecole Hardman fits that same type of territory. I don't hate it at that ADP. Dallas Goedert with the stack, back with the stack. Pratt Freiermuth, touchdown machine if the situation goes right. Hayden Hurst, I like it, but could be a potential cap casualty or not brought back. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's not a bad team either. I do like his stacks with with Philly there as well. And I know he said that I sniped him on the Kenny Gainwell stack as well.
Yep.
I don't love the running backs. That's the downfall with this team is the running back. The running back room kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Like it. Yeah.
Jerick McKinnon has a similar season. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I like everything else though on his team. And then Ramrod would be our final team here. 34-70.
Talk to me, Goose. 3470. Fields, Rodgers, Howe. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yep.
Can't
I like
be hating on that. Aaron Jones with the Rodgers stack, if that, Aaron, as you call him, comes back. Fields and Herbert stack, love that as well.
Yep.
Jalen Warren, nice little protective pick.
Boo.
Whatever. I mean, if Tony Pollard isn't healthy to start the year, you're still bringing back a guy who just had double-digit touchdowns. Like, one of his better seasons. That's all I'm saying. One of his better seasons. Can we pull up his card? No, we can't from the screen. Let me see if I can pull him up over here, because I am just interested like his player, his point progression from last season, or from 2 seasons ago, excuse me, to this last season. Elliott, Ezekiel. Why won't
oh my God, you sound like fucking ET.
I know, Elliott. Why won't it pull it up? Ezekiel Elliott.
Zeke.
All right, for some reason it's not.
Oh, I saw somebody just left a live stream. Must have been a Cowboys fan.
They just got tired of me just like not being able to find the damn button. All right, Ramrod, back to him. Oh yeah, Zeke Elliott, Jalen Warren, Michael Carter. Warren, good pick. They were really toting him for a while there that he was going to take over the job, but Najee locked it down. Yeah, it's a good handcuff pick. Michael Carter, great pick at the ADP. He's gonna have a regular role in that offense, just per Nathaniel Hackett and any offense he's ever been a part of. Devontae Adams, CeeDee Lamb, Christian Watson, Terry McLaurin, Jayon Dotson, McLaurin stack, solid. Mooney, Lazard, Curtis Samuel, dang, grabbed all the Washington receivers. I love it. With Sam Howell. This is a good build. Yep. This is a good build. Someone has been doing their homework. Mike Gesicki.
He just talks to me a whole lot.
Mike Gesicki, a positive ROI wild card, could hit free agency.
Hey, Gesicki.
Very, very thirsty market. And again, back to Tonyan with the stacking. So you bring Aaron Rodgers back, looking good.
Yeah, I like Fant there. Outside of that, I'm not a fan of the Tonyan or Gesicki pick, but overall, good team build there. I like that.
He's got Aaron Rodgers. So if he comes back, I think they need a tight end. Like, I don't think Tonyan's the answer. I think they need to add somebody on top of that, make kind of Tonyan that secondary tight end type of asset. But we'll see what happens. Got a long way to go.
Not bad. Another one in the books, man.
Yeah, it's like what, number 13 for you, 16 for me.
16. I think I'm at 16 now.
We got to get Emerson on one night so we can get in like number 42.
Definitely. Yeah. These are all just practice for Best Ball Mania, man. That's the big leagues right there. This is all just practice.
I mean, I reckon.
Finger
it's just going to be new draft and new ADP.
Yeah, Fingerbanger brings up a good point. He said mayor to the pack, the tight end.
As a Notre Dame fan, that's going to be very upsetting. But
shit, that's right.
I'm not going to be happy about that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess Kincaid could go there as well. That'd be another guy that'd be decent there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Packers will probably invest in either a defensive tackle or a quarterback. Anything that doesn't help out Aaron Rodgers.
If Aaron Rodgers is there.
You know what? Will Levis. That's a good pick for them. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, they're always wild in the draft, so especially during the, of course, Rodgers era that could potentially be coming to an end. As someone who is a homer in the NFC North, would not mind seeing Aaron Rodgers move on to greener pastures.
Definitely.
Less green than the Packers, but greener nonetheless.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
You got anything to close it down with?
No, but again, while Jake's in here, shout out Jake again for the merch store. March Madness is right around the corner. I just started sending out text messages today to everybody for the group, so I'll be getting that out to a couple of SGPN people as well here. But head to the merch store, grab your first half unders t-shirt. I mean, come on, who doesn't want to bet 36 first half unders in round 1 of March Madness? It's the dream. So outside of best ball, the next best thing coming up, March Madness, baby.
Let's go. Yeah, don't get too much into the college basketball, but I always got to fill out a bracket.
Hey, I got a pretty big pool for you to join if you want to get in there.
5 feet deep, 8 feet deep. What's the situation looking like?
What?
You said you had a pool for me to jump in. I said Jesus 5 feet, 8 feet.
Man, you're already on the dad jokes. Your kid's gonna be due in July, and you're already on the dad jokes.
I feel terrible for my kid. My, for those that don't know, I have one on the way, expected early July. Tom Cruise, baby, Maverick.
Nice.
Maverick is a pretty like gender neutral name, right?
I feel like that's dude name, but again,
it's 2023, brother.
Yeah, for some of us,
the term Maverick in general feels like it's pretty gender neutral. Like you're a Maverick.
Sure, man. Yeah, have at it. I ain't gonna down it for you.
We'll see what we can do. We'll talk to the wife. I mean, she gets pretty excited about Top Gun too. Like, I wasn't joking with Ramrod when I was saying, like, I got the fucking chills and fucking little hairs on my arm going up during that first scene. Wife was pretty impressed as well.
It was a great movie. I saw that with Ramrod in the theaters.
You what?
I saw Maverick with him in the theaters. It was good.
I had no idea, Matt, you and Ramrod were that close to the situation.
Yeah. He only lives like 30 minutes away from me.
All right,
and Dilly's his roommate. Pat lives like 15 minutes away from me. P-Brun.
You're just meeting up with the YouTube chat, going to movies or whatever.
Yeah, man.
Keep my eye out on you.
Friends and family, man. No. See, they were my entourage. They came with me to SGPN. I brought my people with me.
I got you.
Yeah. My woes working on excellent together. Come on, my woes.
I love it.
Yeah. Always running through the six.
Hail the king. I love it. All right, we are going to head out then. Everybody have a good night. Appreciate you coming and riding with us, drafting with us. If you were in the chat, you were drafting. Be sure to come back for more. Not sure when 3.0 is rolling out with us, but I can't imagine it'll be too long.
I would say let's try to do these weekly, if not bi-weekly at the latest. So definitely every other week for sure.
You're gonna have to start sending some of that underdog money my way. I know you got it all on your account.
I keep it in there. Again, that'll all be spent on Best Ball Mania.
Whoa.
See, Pat knows what's up.
Let the woes take us out then. Let the woes take us out.
He's a day one woe. He was rolling with me from the get-go.
Bitches ain't shit. Woes and shit. Love it. All right, we're gonna head out. You can follow me on Twitter at SGPNJB. You can follow him on Twitter at ARaub23. That's ARAUB23. You can follow the network at SGPN Fantasy on Twitter. You can follow the Sports Gambling Podcast Network on Twitter at Gambling Podcast. Take care, be well, be good. But if can't be good at it. See ya.